Greetings, fellow humans. Bad Mark here with another transmission from Metre Keyboards, and today we're taking a look at yet a new keyboard release from Redragon. If you've noticed, I've been doing a lot of Redragon reviews as they have been putting out some really nice keyboards, especially for the price. And just so you guys are aware, whether you use my discount code or just go to the Redragon store website, and sign up for their newsletter, you can get a discount. The MSRP is not a final cost if you just spend a few minutes. And honestly, in my opinion, a lot of the keyboards they've released as of recently, they're definitely worth their price tag. And they have gotten much better. They have been improving and matching the quality of even some better known brands. I don't want to call out names, but I have been very happy and surprised as time has gone on, you know, like coming from the K551, the K552, steel plate, tray mount, rivet sockets that only, you know, supported a few 3-pin switches, to what we have nowadays. Nova series, which they've now released, the Nova, which is just a wired version, and the Nova Pro, which is the 3-mode version, to me look very similar to the K609 Max and Pro that I've recently reviewed, except without a knob and in a 65% format, as opposed to the K609 is 75%. But these, we actually are preloaded. They look like they could be OEM, but they are shine-through keycaps on a gasket-mounted board. Now, I know that there's a lot of different preferences out there, and as long as you're happy with your keyboard, I'm happy for you. I know there are a lot of folks that still like the shine-through on the Legends, and you know, sometimes they get a board and they get some shine-through keycaps and then realize the board's south-facing, but top shine-through keycaps are for north-facing boards. So obviously here we can see that we have not only a pre-built with gasket mounting, with I'm going to say they have PC plate, but I mean, if it's anything like the K609, they're going to have gasket mounted PC plate, dampening, hi-fi layers, with north-facing shine-through keycaps as stock. So if that's what you're looking for, then let's go on and see what we've got. Now, I'm taking a look at both of these as they are, you know, quite similar. Basically, this is just the wired version of this one. I'm not even sure if they have the same switch or not, but we will go through, take a look at both of them, take a look at the software, and in the end, I will do an individual sound test for each one of these. But to get started, we will start with the Nova. Let's go ahead and see what we've got in the box. As always, I like to take a look at what's included in the box before we take a look at the keyboard. Here we have a sticker sheet, which comes in just about every Redragon board that I can recall. I actually do intend to do a mod video one of these days and do a sticker bomb of one of the Redragon boards with nothing but Redragon stickers. So we have a manual that shows us the initial mapping for everything, as well as what's underneath the function layer. We also have a standard wire switch and keycap puller, as this is a hot swap keyboard. And we have a USB-C to USB-A cable with an elbow, because we do have the connector on the left side of the board. And here we are with the box for the Nova Pro, the 3-mode version of the 65%. Again, we have a sticker sheet. We also have a standard user manual that also tells us about connection modes. We have a standard wire switch and keycap puller. With the Pro, we have a USB-C to USB-C cable with a USB-C to USB-A adapter attached with a tail. So just a little bit extra in the Pro. And we also have some spare switches, which is always appreciated. And these appear to be the Mint Mambos. I've tested this in a previous model, and I'm honestly, Redragon's actually putting out some decent switches, especially for the price. Long pull, glassy linear. It's really nice. And here we are with the Redragon K709 and K709 Pro. These are really nice looking 65%. I like that they have the logo on the back, though when we come back to a mod video, we may just remove it. On the side, we see that we have the connector as well as the mode switch and the connection switch. And on the right side of the board, we do have a 2.4 gigahertz dongle. And thankfully, Redragon has emblazoned it. I don't know if it's... I really have to get a new camera, but it is etched into it, so my camera won't focus because it's not very good. It's Logitech cams. They say they're for professionals, but they really aren't. Not to talk smack about Logitech, I do love my Logitech mice. All right, setting the K709 Nova Pro aside for right now, let's take a look at the K709 or the Nova. So we see that we do have two flip out feet. As on the Pro, we have the connector and nothing on the other side. We do have a two-piece kit or a top and a bottom case. Oh, this one's in silver. The other one's in blue to match the color lights. But we do have stock OEM keycaps. I'm gonna guess they're probably ABS, but like I said, I'll get to that in the technical section. Hopefully they have that information available. But just to get a very quick preview of what the wired non-pro version sounds like stock. Just not too many keyboards out there at this price from a reputable company that actually honors their warranty and answers support emails. As I can't say for bigger companies that don't do that. This is a very good out-of-the-box stock sound. Can it be improved? Oh, absolutely. Does it sound good for a lot of people? I do believe that the majority of people are going to be like, oh, wow, I didn't think, a gaming keyboard, which... yes, they still focus on gaming. I don't think they're moving away from gaming at all, but they are meeting enthusiast features. I mean, maybe not fully, but they are adding things that I think make the keyboards better and honestly improve the community because they increase the access to readily modifiable keyboards at a good price that actually don't need to be modded if you like how it sounds stock. But you can flip out switches, you can replace the keycaps. There's a lot of things that you can do to make this your own. But out of the box, this is a very nice 65% keyboard. I do like the edge design. It has a very skinny bezel going around. It is an exploded 65%, so we do have a column there. We have what looks to be, I would say, caps lock. I don't know what the down arrow is. Maybe it's just connected, and then win lock. Could be a scroll lock. Perhaps it's a scroll lock. I do like that the keycaps actually include sub-legends with what is mapped underneath. A lot of people are like, wow, I like that keyboard, but how do I use the function keys? Function F1, 2, 3 through 12, all right up here. You just need to hold function down. Function is how you're going to get to those lower levels. All right, let's check out what we have under the stabilizers. Redragon Silver or Speed Silver. That's a silver switch. It sounds and feels very similar to I have both the Gateron, the Kale, and the Akko, the silver switches, and they're all similar. Not the same, but very similar. We have what looks to be the newer Palm style stabilizers, and we do have a little bit of wiggle there, though there's no ticking whatsoever. But we might tighten those up when we come back for the mod. They don't appear to need it. Unlocking these and pulling them out, we can see that we have lubrication on the inside of the stem, as well as on the elbow, the two most important spots to add lubrication to stabilizers, in my opinion. Looking at the board, as we said earlier, we have a north-facing 3 and 5 pin compatible hot swap PCB. There is no support for screw-in stabilizers. We do have a gasket-mounted PC plate. And, oh, this one actually does not have hi-fi layer. It only has the IXPE foam. So that's something that we could do when we come back to it, is actually add a sheet of PET, LDPE, or plastic underneath the IXPE and see if we can bring a little bit more life into it. But even just with the IXPE, I think it sounds pretty good. I don't detect any ticking whatsoever, even though they were slightly loose. It's probably because of that PC plate and the good dampening, but I'm sure they just designed it properly. All right, so let's flip on over to the Pro for a little bit and take a look at this lovely, I love these colors. They just pop at you. And I love the fact that, one, we've got some really nice big legends. I've always been a fan of bigger legends because it's like, why are you up in the corner? Why are you hiding? You got a lot more space, you know, bring it out. Now, this does have the height of an OEM keycap profile, but that is very, these are some rounded keycaps. So these, I wouldn't call them OEM. They might be, they're not MOA, they're taller. Forgot what they call this profile. I have to look that up, but these are definitely more rounded. They're very close to an SA. They're not quite SA profile, but they're quite close. Let's get a quick preview to see what it sounds like. Very nice. It actually has a bit of a deeper tone. This may have the hi-fi layers. I mean, obviously it's a little bit weightier because we've got a battery in here. Now let's see what we've got under the stabilizers here. Yep, we do have hi-fi layers here, as we can see the PET plastic right above the PCB, and then the IXPE sheet right above that. We also have the PC plate that's gasket mounted. Let's go ahead and unlock these stabilizers. So it does look like we are lubricated on both the elbows of the wire as well as on the inside of the stem, which is what I think is important for stabilizers to sound good. And again, we do not have support for screw-in stabilizers. I don't believe, can't recall that I've reviewed a Redragon board that does have them, but they have gotten a lot of actual stabilizers have been improved significantly from just over the last year. If I do say so myself, they have really gotten much better, because even this one, having a little bit of wiggle, I mean, it's not tremendous, but it does move around a little bit. It has absolutely no ticking, none of the things we would have expected from another board back even just a few months ago. Now, granted, we're not clipping into a steel plate, which I think was part of the issue, and we have nice palm-based lubricated stabilizers. Yeah, these sound really nice. Again, I'm loving, it's just, the keycaps are really nice. Honestly, I kind of wish that they have like a full set so I could take these off and maybe load it up on something else. I do find it interesting that they have the delete. I don't know if that has the insert underneath it. No, it looks like insert they put over here. But this being the Pro version, we should have not only the function 1 and function 2 layers, we should also have a tap layer. So like I said before, we have the connector for the USB on this side, as well as the mode switch and the connection switch. Let's turn it on real quick and see. Do we get some lights? Yeah, there we go. So we've got lights. We have a battery indicator. We have M, which would be, I guess, mode, connection mode. and it's blinking because it's not connected to anything. And then we have caps lock. And as we can see, we have really nice light diffusion through that PC plate, as well as right through the legends. I mean, that just looks really nice. This is, because like I said, it looks good without the RGB, but if you're looking for those shine-through keycaps so that you can see your legends in the dark, well, here you go. Just a quick comparison of the two. Definitely we can hear that one's deeper. This one, I would say, is more of a clacky, while this one is definitely a thocky one. Just the specs. Today we're taking a look at the Redragon K709 Nova, a 68 wired 65% layout from Redragon. It is available in both a black and a white colorway. It is a gas mounted PC plate, 3 and 5 pin hot swap north facing PCB with an IXPE layer. Has shine through, perhaps ABS OEM profile keycaps, and is preloaded with Dragon Hand linear switches. This keyboard comes weighing in at 580 grams. The chin of this keyboard sits at 18.5 millimeters from the typing surface, while the back sits at 27 millimeters, providing for a default typing angle of 7 degrees. Flipping out the single set of fold-out feet will take the back height to 34 millimeters, changing the angle of typing to 11 degrees. This keyboard MSRPs for $31.99 before discounts. Just the specs. Today we took a look at the Redragon K709 Pro, a 68 key 3-mode 65%. Has a gasket mounted PC plate, 3 and 5 pin north facing hot swap PCB with Wi-Fi layers, round shine through PBT keycaps, and is preloaded with Mint Mambo linear switches. It comes weighing in at 660 grams. The chin of this keyboard sits at 18.5 millimeters off the typing surface, while the back sits at 27 millimeters, providing for a default typing angle of 7 degrees. Flipping out the first set of included feet will take the back height to 34 millimeters, changing your angle of typing to 11 degrees. This keyboard is also preloaded with a 2500 milliamp hour capacity battery. It MSRPs for $39.99 from Redragon Shop before discounts. Links below.